Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brian. If you're new around here, and returning subscribers, you already know it. You're beautiful. Thanks for coming and checking out this New World patch note video in which we're going to dive through the notes, giving you guys my thoughts and my feelings about 1.0.3. If you guys got any questions, you can always sound off in the comments, or if you guys just want to read this for yourself, link is in the description. Also, if you don't know, I'm over on Facebook Gaming as well, putting out exclusive videos on Facebook for you. Got a couple New World topics. If you're looking for more New World content, check the links in the description, just like Scott and Caitlin did. Thank you so much for those follows over on Facebook. But let's go ahead and dive into the patch notes. Greetings, adventurers. With this update, we have laid the final groundwork for the server transfer feature. We've also included a swath of bug fixes, thanks to all those who've helped us track these issues, and through the reports on the official New World forums. Before we dive into the details on exactly how the server transfer system works, our plan to roll it out in all regions, and our list of bug fixes, we wanted to thank everyone who supported New World in our first few weeks after launch. To show our appreciation for your patience, we have granted all players the Stoic in-game title. This title is meant to thank all of those who, and as the title description states, stood solid resolve in the face of epic wait times. The title will be automatically granted to your character and can be equipped by navigating to the character menu, selecting the bio tab, and selecting change in the title selection of the screen. It may take up to a day for the Stoic title to appear in the list of available titles. We've also added the waiting emote to the game store for free as an additional thank you. To claim the emote, navigate to the in-game store and select on the emotes tab where you'll find the waiting emote available for free. Emotes are account bound, so you'll only need to claim it once on your Steam account, even if you have 2 characters. So let's dive into our spotlight character server transfers and see what this is all about. While we want everyone to find their long-term home in the tournament as soon as possible, we want to ensure that the process is safe and ready for everyone to use. And we've been hard at work on this feature and testing it out for the last few weeks. But because this feature is brand new, we've decided to, take it safe, implement approach to rolling out transfers to all players. When all worlds are back online after the downtime, our plan is to monitor the framework that we've created without turning transfers on immediately. Once we've confirmed that this framework holds up and is at scale, we will turn on the character server transfers in the Utopia world first and the AP Southwest region. We will closely monitor transfers in this world, and if anything out of the ordinary occurs, our team will need to make manual interventions. If all goes well, we'll turn it on for the rest of the AP Southwest region and continue monitoring. And after 8 hours, if our team hasn't discovered any issues, we will fully deploy character server transfers to all the other regions. Thank you to the AP Southwest players for helping us ensure this feature is ready for being our little bug testers here and for the world rollout. Anyway, thank you, and for everyone for understanding and their patience. So please be sure to follow New World over on Twitter and on the official forums for the latest update. Please also, you can check out a video that they posted so that you can help understand how the transfer process will work, the limitations of how this impacts your characters, and each player will receive 1 free character transfer token. And we covered that as a news post today in our frequently asked questions. But overall, everybody gets a token. It does not expire. You can use it whenever you want. I think that's the right call. If they ever feel like other adjustments and transfers are needed in the future, more tokens can roll out at a later date. But again, if you got any questions about that, I've got the video. You can check it out in the playlist for New World here on this channel if you so inclined. All right, so enjoy your new home in Eternum. How do I transfer my character? Well, you're going to need to log in, which means if you have to wait through a queue, you're going to have to wait through a queue. There will be a new tab in the game store to claim your character transfer token. You will need to leave your company. You will need to remove any active trading post sell orders and buy orders. Your characters must be located in the sanctuary, such as a settlement or outpost. What comes with me when I transfer? Well, you're going to keep your character progression, level, weapons, mastery, titles, etc. You will keep all your inventory and storage. You will keep all your currency. You will keep all of your housing and housing decorations, and you'll keep all your quest progress. What does not transfer with your character? The company membership needs to be terminated before transferring. It will not carry over. Active trading post sell orders and buy orders must be removed and will not carry over. Your friends list is world specific, so it will also not transfer. Where can I move my characters to? You can move your character to any world in your region, except you cannot move your character to a full world. I don't know why I can't say that. You can't not move your character to a world in maintenance, and you cannot move your character to a world set that you already have an existing character already. That means you have to, like, if you already have a character, you cannot make another character on that same world set. And that's actually a key aspect. You can see your world set in the server list as well. There will be opportunities for transferring again. So if I choose the wrong world, my world and my friends choose and they fill up, or I regret choosing the world I transferred to, yes, transferring again will require an additional token, and our team will continue to monitor world populations, queue times, and will evaluate the need for additional wave of server transfer tokens to be given out for free. After we're sure that all players have had plenty of time to find the right server for them, we'll make later server transfer tokens available for purchase in the store, and we will give notice ahead of time when tokens are changing to a paid service. So let's go through our general notes about what's changed with this patch. So they've implemented final processes for server transfers framework. They've added improvements to the world selection UI. They've added clearer messaging when a player is kicked due to going AFK or violating the EAC. They've added clear messaging when stacked discounts are present, such as territory standing and faction discounts on property taxes. They've implemented backend changes to help our team investigate concerns around the client's performance in war. They've adjusted the respawn timer on Boatswain, Ambrose, and various other elite enemies throughout the world. In the depths, the players must now be in the arena to damage Thorpe. An error message now appears when players are attempting to buy their own items in the trading post. They revert the chest loot change update from 1.0.2 that was causing too many refining reagents to roll from chests. Wow, like this is, yeah, like if you guys weren't aware, it was inventory city. Like this is an economy changer right here. So I'm loving to know what you guys think about that one, hands down. They adjusted the volume of the Amazon game / screen. The armor is now limited to 1 skill perk per piece. They've added general performance improvements for visual artifacts and graphic settings. Dyes are now removed from items upon trade without the warning message present. And the time to declare war timer now visually pauses to make it clear when an invasion is imminent, but yet not scheduled. Territory remains in conflict state after invasions, and war can be declared. War was declared. Sorry, that's a great line from Futurama. Great episode. You should check it out if you get the opportunity. All right, let's go through our bug fixes here. All right, they fixed an issue with the T4 and T5 Zoth staffs go close to the high-level portals. They fixed an issue causing the abandoning event notification to persist. I had that one. They fixed a housing issue where the UI will now correctly show that property taxes are subject to the full price of the home and not impacting by the first-time home buyer discount. So you guys get a first-time home buyer discount, but those taxes can be brutal. And if you guys like to see me do a video on the economy, let me know. I can dive into that. I've got some thoughts. All right. They fixed an issue with the early game spawning. The watchtower respawn point is replaced by the settlement after it has been discovered. Players no longer incorrectly respawn at the watchtower after selecting to respawn at a settlement. They fixed various location issues throughout the game. They fixed an issue where not all the items for town projects were consumed when completing the mission. Resolved login errors that prevented players from accessing their character. They fixed an issue that caused arena keys to not drop as intended. They fixed an issue that caused the runic bear armor to not be appropriately dyed during wars. They fixed a pet placement issue. Pets placed in otherwise empty houses now remain in the home after the player logs out instead of returning to the pet player's inventory. The AP Southwest servers now display the correct time zone in game. They fixed an issue with titles. Player titles and achievements now appear as intended, and the achievement tab property updates when the new achievement is earned. They fixed an issue causing company invites to persist after the decline and accept. They fixed an issue that caused Raha spawns to stack forever. One big cat at a time, please. Speculative, yeah, that's the right word, fixes. The fixes below are tentative fixes and my mitigations. Our goal is to get these changes out and see if the issue persists. So if we can continue our work on them and address future updates if necessary. They worked on a fix where an issue where wars and invasions kicked off earlier than scheduled. They worked to fix an issue where not all settlement stations upgraded as intended and when the town projects were completed, and players would no longer become stuck when entering or existing an instance. If a player reconnects and their character is dead, the respawn screen and open with respawn options are available. Players who are currently stuck need to contact customer support to have their character unstuck. So it's important to talk about a few things at this point, especially these notes, and what they didn't address. There's a lot of little bug fixes, a lot of invincibility bugs, a lot of like lag spikes in war. And when it comes down to the community as a whole, I'm sure that if you've been hoping that this patch would actually resolve those, I don't see those notes here. So unless I missed it or just misread it, you can let me know if that's correct. Here's what I'm going to say about that. Like, we have a massive list of kind of known issues that they are tracking on the forums, and you can go check that out for yourself if you're interested. Like, when I looked at it, it was so long that it doesn't necessarily, like, a video really doesn't make sense, because you, like, there are so many known issues currently going on with the game, and you know, it's really good that they're being tracked. So that makes me kind of in a way feel heard. So if you're not feeling like, or if you're worried about a certain thing needing to be changed, just go make sure it's on that list over on the official forums. However, like, I would expect that with these issues as they come up, players are exploiting different things like that, they're taking place. My nose is itching for some random reason. There we go, fixed it. Just know that we need to make sure we're keeping that feedback going. I wasn't expecting some of that stuff to happen with this patch because of the nature that it's really just for me coming to light more as more and more players hit level 60. So at the end of the day, I'm really enjoying my adventure into Eternum, and I'm actually excited to see these patch notes. And so far, it seems like obviously we're getting these regularly once a week with some updates. We got a new emote, a new title for the most part. And when it comes down to it, I'm expecting bigger updates to come, you know, probably more or less here in November and more or less in December, as they're able to identify, come up with a plan, and fix the issues accordingly. Guys, those are the patch notes. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you in my next one, but that's going to be it for me today. Until next time, take care.
I just want to say I'm really glad you're feeling better, and I love the videos. Well, I love you too. Michelle? Shoot for the moon, and so even if you fail, you'll reach the stars. Go for the 100K subscribers.